for the serious gamer.
Hey, it's Guns for Hire from Next Gen Tactics. This is our Modern Warfare 2 Stimulus Pack 1 detailed walkthrough, and this is Salvage Part 2 of 2. If you haven't watched the first one, you might be a little lost. You're only getting half the picture, so I suggest you watch it first. Anyway, we're starting off here. We were just about to go into the house that's near the offense spawn side and a little bit into the rear open courtyard area. Alright, before we go in the house, let's just take a look in the open area here. Again, these sort of boxes which you think and logically you should be able to climb up onto, but you can't. So another stupid creation from Infinity Ward. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they had too many problems with people glitching. Anyway, this is the connecting alleyway back to the Bravo side, and I showed you that in the first one if you didn't see it. Now we're going to go in the house. This house is actually one of the only sort of easily secured places in this map. Everyone else and every other place in there, has at least 2 access points. This is really the only place where you can seal off, a place where you can, right here through either window, where you can use an assault rifle or a sniper rifle, and you can seal it off with 1 claymore on the stairs. Because the only way up is the actual stairway. So, I mean, you've got great vantage points from both sides, and as long as you put that claymore across here, or maybe even 1 down, you could pretty much seal this place off. If I was to place a claymore there... Oh, I gotta show you one thing, too. What the hell is that? Seriously, some perverted nerd decided to put up a blow-up doll with big old titties up there. Anyway, I tried shooting it down. She wouldn't come down for other personal reasons, of course. I was exploring the map, and I wanted to explore other things. Anyway... back onto this map here. So you can get out, obviously, you can get up onto the roof here. So that's another place. And I think it's actually probably the safest place to be if you go prone. I know you're a little more exposed. What I mean is through access through the house. So if you have that claymore inside there where I just showed, you may be able to secure yourself. It may be behind that chimney so that they don't flank you. But again, I did that jump just to show you again. I mean, on places where you think you should be able to jump onto, they prevent you from doing it. Like, what's the big deal of jumping onto that roof? Really doesn't make sense. Anyway, from this spawn area, the area from the offense spawn, you can come in the back alleyways here, especially with on deathmatch. Watch these areas here for claymores. They're very tight quarters, and especially for enemy engagement. This is why I said in the beginning that the other part rather, that if you're not good with SMGs and shotguns, you might want to improve those skills, because these got a lot of tight corners on here. So now we're back in the opening. There's the house that we were in before, and we jumped through the back and went through that alleyway. Now this is this thing here, I'm very curious. Now I'm fiddling around with it. I didn't feel like re-recording it. I'm like, no. Okay, so where are we positioned? Anyway, I want to fool around with this, and I'm sure some people will. I'll probably duck in like this, place a claymore on the entrance, or hopefully, go in there and sort of hide. I just want to at least get someone going by while sitting in the doghouse. You know what I mean? I think that'd be kind of pretty funny to do. Although if you go too far back, your legs are probably sticking out the back, but that's kind of funny. They got a big friggin' doghouse there. Might as well climb in it, try out what you could do with it. Now here's another place for assault rifles, maybe sniper rifles. Well, I mean, some of you guys are quick scoping masters, so I mean, who cares really about traditional? I'm thinking about traditional sniping positions, places where you can hold your breath and take the shot. Anyway, so these are elevated. Remember, when you're taking shots, especially with assault rifles, sniper rifles, or for any weapon for that matter, except for probably shotgun, elevated positions are the best. They're a lot better because people's sight lines, when they're running, they're typically at the level they're on. So if you're on the ground running, that's usually where you're looking, and a lot of people get tunnel vision. So when you get in elevated positions, and I'm showing this again, this is the elevated position. Remember on the other side I showed you in part 1 that from that point here you could see someone on top of here. This is another good place. You're going to maybe want to put a claymore in the back here, just to protect yourself in case someone tries to come up. But you know what? Lightweight marathon, or what the hell is it? Sitrep Pro? No, what is it? Commando? I don't know what it is. I know you guys will tell me anyway. Scrambler. Yes, that's what it is. Where you delay the explosion of a claymore. Anyway, there's lots of ways to get by that claymore, so you're not exactly safe there. So I mean, make some kills, move on. Now we're back. Again, we're gonna go back through the buildings here. That's the I showed you before in number 1 where you can climb through that center over the junk. Now we're going into the warehouse, which is we're almost back at the starting point for defense spawn area. And I'm talking about spawn area for search and destroy and demolition only. You guys can figure this out in deathmatch. So obviously up here you've got some rifle. You could use SMG, probably a UMP, an UMP, and get some kills from up here. But again, there's 2 access points. There's the stairs that you came up from behind, and then this doorway. So unless you're working with a teammate, you're not going to stay there for long. You're not going to be able to stay there and get a lot of kills. I mean, you can't really camp in one spot anyway, but I mean, it's just a lot safer when you can seal off places with one claymore, like that building I showed you in the back. So again, we got open access to the courtyard there on the far side, on the spawn side, and then we're back to the beginning where we spawn from. And again, there's hardly any places that you can climb up on. Anyway, that's part 2 of 2. Thanks for watching. If you missed the first one, I suggest you watch it, or else this will not make sense and you only have half the picture. Anyway, I'm Guns for Hire from Next Gen Tactics. Take care. For more awesome stuff on Modern Warfare 2 and other gameplay, visit nextgentactics.com.